Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. And I want to remind all of our coaching students, our boot camp participants, that tonight we have our second session of boot camp. 12 days until Christmas. And there are things that you can do. We've been talking about the magic of posting GIFs, moving images that will enable you to start conversations with your prospects. So at the end of the day, between now and the end of the year, there is no reason why you can't be talking to 10 people about your business every day and enrolling 1 or 2 people a week. And one of the easiest ways to get someone's attention is to post GIFs. See, we've got 18 days to go until New Year's Eve. 18 days. That's 2 weeks and 3 days. And there is plenty of time for you and every member of your team to rank advance. You could ring in 2023 with a larger team and at a higher rank. It's all about talking to people. A new year and new opportunities for you. Our goal is to help everybody rank advance before New Year's Eve. Now, we still have openings. I haven't shut down the registration for our December boot camp. And we're going to help you rank advance using LinkedIn specifically. Now, LinkedIn has made some changes, major changes, and so has Facebook, that will make it easier to build your business in December. And one of the things that we introduced last month, and we're going to be amplifying it this month, is our project launch strategy and script. So when you go on LinkedIn and you do a search of your existing connections to determine who to follow up with, you can use the project launch strategy and script. So out of 2,400 people, actually, I think I was in Eddie Bestoso's account in Mount Lucas, one of the top earners. So Ed had 2,400 connections. 325 were looking, 96 were seeking, 37 were searching, and 14 were open to a new opportunity. And using the project launch strategy and scripts is producing amazing results. LinkedIn has also moved invitations over to the notifications section. And they've got a new inbox to help you filter through all the messages that you're getting. In fact, there are so many people on LinkedIn that are blasting out promotions with links to check out websites. That LinkedIn is, when you click on a link, LinkedIn is noticing you. Hey, you're leaving LinkedIn. If you trust a link, continue. And another new element to LinkedIn, which is going to play a major role in your success, is when we add a new position, you'll be prompted to share your new position to everybody that you're connected to on LinkedIn. Facebook has a professional mode. We're going to talk about it a little in boot camp, but we're really going to dive into it in January. Now you can recruit like crazy, crush it on LinkedIn every day. So if you're not talking to people every day, you could be. And for those of you that are students, if you're not talking to 10 or 15 people every day and using that project launch script at least 4 or 5 times a day, it's a real tragedy. So in boot camp, we're going to introduce new ways to harness the power of attraction marketing with the project launch script and a script that a lot of people are coming back to me and say, hey, Max, this is new. I've never heard of this before. And the truth is, it's not new. LinkedIn and Facebook's latest significant changes will help you generate nonstop leads that will turn immediately into distributors, customers, and sales, no matter what you're selling. Simply apply my advanced prospecting, recruiting tactics, and my latest attraction marketing techniques to end December with a larger team. Some of these tactics will only work in December. Now I'm going to skip ahead here. And again, I encourage you, if you haven't registered for boot camp, jump in. The first session was last Thursday. Second session tonight is how to connect with people. Let me open Joel up. You know, I love it when former students come back.
Hi, Max.
Joel, how are you?
Doing good, doing great.
I love it. You know, I constantly refer to you as, you know, one of my favorite success stories, because Joel here is probably one of the most experienced, talented salespeople I've ever met. I mean, this man could sell you anything.
Sweet. See, I like him already.
You know, it's true. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about you. You know, when I was working with you back in 2018, you know, you picked it up right away. You were doing great. And then in 2009, you decided to do this insurance thing. And I never thought that, I mean, you had pretty high goals, you know, 100 agents in 2 months. You guys did it. Well, that you're here. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, in looking at your profile, see, I can see your followers. And this was a sly little thing that LinkedIn did where they told you, if you want to make your posts visible to all the things that you do, then what you do is you become a content creator.
Gotcha.
Okay. And we thought when we did that, that was a wonderful thing. And it really was. But then it's kind of like in the middle of the night on a Friday night, they went in and they changed the deal. And what they did was they replaced your connect button with a follow button. So
Yeah.
we're going to explain why. And so we need to go back in there and turn that off so that people can connect with you, because they can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would like that. But you can also, if you click on more, I think there's a connect button and more.
Well, no, there wouldn't be one for us because we're already connected.
Right, right. But I meant if it was a new person.
Right. Well, right. But see, the average person doesn't know about that.
That's true. Where do you go in? I don't even know where to go in and turn it off anymore.
If we have time, I'll show you.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, Max, I want to say thanks so much. And this is going to be our first $1 million year on that. We're well on our way. And I just wanted to, I mean, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I just can't. I really appreciate everything you've done. Just wanted to say that. That's awesome. Man. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. I mean, I love it when people hit that first $1 million year, but not the last.
No, we're on our way.
Oh, congratulations. It's funny because I help so many people, but it's nice to hear it. There's a lot of people I don't hear they hit $1 million until 10 years after they did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, bro. That's awesome.
And,
Thank you.
and by the way, what he did, okay, all of you can do, all right?
Yeah,
What he
absolutely.
did, all of you can do, because number one, it's not hard, and it's just a matter of following some simple steps. And now, Will Zanders, when we started working together last year, was the number 6 top earner in his business. Now he's number 2. After one coaching session, within 72 hours, he was the number 1 recruiter. 2 weeks later, he says, it's exactly like you said it would be. Since last week, I made 2 posts that generated dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word. And the key to your success is going to be to follow the scripts, to follow the formula, word for word. All right. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Last night, we looked at someone that was having some difficulty, and lo and behold, when we looked at how he was talking to people, wasn't following the script. So for those of you that are in boot camp, tonight we're talking about connecting with people. If you want to get ahead, don't try to improvise. You have access to the recordings of the November boot camp. Now, it takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person, 90 minutes, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text. So 99% of your recruiting and prospecting can be done on your mobile phone. Texting is just like talking. Now, I sent this message to Katie Goodhart last year, and 30 seconds after sending this message, she responded. Adding animated content to your text messages is producing immediate results, and it's a way to impress your connections. So yesterday was Green Monday. Using animated GIFs will make you stand out from the crowd of people that your prospects are talking to. They can make someone smile, change your mood, make them respond to you faster. So the ripple effect of your posts when we're using moving images can start conversations that result in sales. The happy birthday strategy. I'm having great success with the birthday strategy. I had 200 people reach out to me and wish me a happy birthday on the 28th. I started a conversation with most of them, and I got 28 people looking at my business. Over the last few months, my business has exploded. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. I'm not showing you this to impress you. I'm showing you this to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. Wishing someone a happy anniversary or posting a moving image is getting increased attention. We have official holidays like Christmas, and then we have unofficial holidays, and today is National Cocoa Day. So there are 30 holidays in December. We got official holidays, we got unofficial holidays. And the script for holidays creates more likes, comments, and shares, more conversations with prospects. And at the end of the day, it's all about the conversations you're having with people. More opportunities to introduce your business, better rapport with your prospects, increased awareness of who you are, because posting builds rapport without ever talking to people. And it creates the perception that you're an expert to your niche audience. People respond faster when you post a GIF, and their response can lead to conversations. A like, a comment, and a share becomes a lead. A lead becomes a prospect if they're suitable. And prospects can become business builders or customers. So start talking to the people who respond to any of your actions, and reach out to people and start talking to them based on their activity. You can develop genuine, solid relationships quickly with effective engagement and conversation. Today is also National Day of the Horse. Next Saturday is National Maple Syrup Day. And on Wednesday, we have Hanukkah. Sunday is Christmas Day. The following Monday is Kwanzaa, and then leading up to New Year's Eve, you have plenty of opportunities to talk to people. So posting a GIF, a moving image, creates 10 times the action, 10 times the response. Mind-blowing. Clyde, on Friday of the Memorial Day weekend, he made one post. 55 people initially responded to him, and he enrolled 5 people. Said, if I knew what you taught me when I first started my business 2 years ago, I'd be a corporate director today. So it's easy to identify perfect prospects from the information listed on their profile and their answers to some simple questions confirm that they are indeed great prospects. So in boot camp, we're going to be introducing new ways to harness the power of attraction marketing, because the project launch script creates immediate response, genuine curiosity, serious interest, a sense of urgency, fast decisive action, immediate duplication, which turns into faster team growth and faster rank advancement. Now, we have expanded the project launch script, and we're going to be sharing it with all of you that are in boot camp tonight. And it's going to create explosive growth. Marissa was building a Maluka business. She enrolled 13 people in 10 days. On the 15th, I enrolled 2 people into my Maluka business yesterday. Thanks to you and your scripts. And it's all about the scripts. I'm up to 6 enrollments. This was on the 20th. I never thought it would be this easy. And by the day after Christmas, she enrolled 13 people in her business. Now, we've been bringing up other examples of people that are using the scripts. Rebecca sent out 69 project launch scripts on the last day of the year. Same day, she had 3 overviews from people who responded to what she did a few days before. And out of the 3 overviews, 2 people enrolled, and she set up appointments. The results are staggering. 60% response rate, 20% closing ratio. 100% response rate, 80% closing ratio. 75%, I sent it out to 100 people, 75 people responded. Haven't had a chance to get to everyone. So far, I've enrolled 11 people. My team's on fire. Now, also want to just touch base on new ways to harness the power of attraction marketing using the side hustle strategy. And this is not new. The side hustle strategy creates more conversations with business builders, more opportunities to introduce your business and talk about it, creates awareness of your virtual expertise and appreciation of your business acumen. And it creates the perception that you have the answers to the problems that the people that you're talking to have, and you know what their problems are simply because you're looking at their profile. You know that 45% of working Americans are looking for a side hustle. Side hustles provide people with extra money to cover basic costs, and prices are rising. Only 50% of current side hustlers make more than $1,500 a month. And it's not residual income. Most side hustlers spend 5 to 10 hours per week on their business, and more than half of side hustlers that were asked, 54%, earn less than $500 a month. In your business, you can show people how they can make $500 a week. You have the solution for people to make more money. Now, I've been teaching the side hustle for 26 years. Marty Lee Worker was a top earner in Vimo, and he used my side hustle strategy and script back in 2015. And for those of you that have been participated in my top earner retreats, you're familiar with the story. Now, Marty recruited Alex Morton, who was attending Arizona State University with him. And using the side hustle strategy and script, Alex would earn $1 million over 4 years. The side hustle strategy and script was initially used to recruit college students attending Arizona State University and would actually spread across the country to other schools like COVID did in 2019. It became the catalyst and driving force behind the explosive growth of Alex's team, which was called the Young People's Revolution. And Marty was affectionately called the YPR grandfather. Show a college student how building a Vemma business as a side hustle part-time would enable them to make more money than they could make working part-time at a restaurant or at a retail store. It traveled across college campuses faster than the coronavirus traveled around the world, and it would help Alex become a leader and a top earner in Vemma and earn $1 million 4 years. Alex would become an MLM millionaire by 25. And then he left Vemma to join Jeunesse and became a top earner in Jeunesse in 30 days by bringing many leaders with him. So the side hustle strategies we're going to amplify in boot camp. And you can expect now, let me flip over here. And I want to remind all of you, again, that if you want to get ahead, you can watch the session. Tonight is Connect, Communicate, and Close. You could watch these before they actually take place. But I want to refer you all, because now from connecting, communicating, and closing, it's all about conversation. So I have two examples. Actually, we're going to provide you with all kinds of opportunities we're giving you the general scripts, texting scripts, and then case studies. Now, every one of these case studies was developed by working with people in boot camp or by working with people that are my coaching students. So here, one of my students was building an isogenics business. And, you know, you could either reach out to people that you know actually need what you have, or you could reach out to people that, based on what they do, would be great candidates for your business. So in this first example, Zyla was approaching somebody that lived in Atlanta, and they sold T-Mobile. So basically the conversation, I've always lived in Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta for 3 years. I was a music teacher for years and recently retired because of my growing internet business. What is your internet business? And so the conversation goes on. Why did you go from Verizon to T-Mobile? Verizon was all about numbers. I felt like a number. T-Mobile is all about people, promoting and developing. Isn't that what you do when you're building a network marketing business? Promote and develop people. So what are you promoting? People. That's my passion. Investing time and energy into making people better, realize their potential. So she reached out. People are my passion too. Every day I get to pour belief into people and watch their lives change. So I get it. You'd probably like what I do. With all your experience in sales and business and your passion for helping people meet their potential, have you ever gotten involved with a network marketing company where you could offer your clients a product you were passionate about, add an additional stream of income to your bank account? If so, what were they? And not surprising, he comes back, well, I've been approached by many people. And many of the people that you're going to talk to are also being approached every day by people in your own company. But he says, everything from makeup to CBD oil and Primera. What do you offer? I'm not opposed to hearing about it. Let me know. Maybe it's something I could enjoy and become passionate about. So she didn't know what to say. So I jumped into her account, and this is what I wrote. And by the way, this response ended up helping her close her prospect. In fact, she called in during an Ask Max session. She was all excited because she signed them up. So what I wrote was, I'm not surprised that other people are approaching you. With your proven track record of working with people, helping them become passionate about their work and building teams, you'd be very successful in any network marketing company you work with. You hit the nail on the head with your comment about being passionate about the products, because that's the key to being successful in this kind of business. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, there are thousands of companies out there with all kinds of products and services. I'm working with a company called Isagenix, was initially a customer. As a result, I lost 40 pounds, increased my stamina for working out, and have never been healthier. Now, as a result of my experience with the products, I naturally got excited about the income opportunity that comes with building a team of motivated and ambitious people who want an unlimited opportunity to earn as much money as they want. Enter the project launch. I'm launching a project to work with 3 people that have your level of team building experience and help them go to the top of the company fast. And I'd be delighted to share the details of how we would be working together to make it happen for you. And we ended with, perhaps this is a time in your life, because you just spent the last 8 years building teams for T-Mobile and the other company. Perhaps it's time in your life to stop making the mobile carriers you work for rich. Start building your own team of motivated entrepreneurs and help all of them become rich, building their own business. I'm confident that you'd enjoy working with me. So it was about 2 months later when she called in, right after she signed them up.
Hey Max, how's it going?
Hi, Laia. Things are going really, really well. How are things going with you?
Good. I always have you on in the background. You're like my little motivation. And then if I get stuck, I can pop over and say, Max.
So you're signing somebody up now?
Yeah, I just finished it. He was someone that I was sure was going to sign up. And I would call this one about as textbook as you make them. I'm pretty excited to have him on my team.
Mm-hmm.
But when he wasn't hesitating, but it just took him a bit to kind of like let everything sink in and figure out really what was going to be happening. And it's interesting. I used on our text messages back and forth exactly the same strategy that we use here of just continuing the conversation, ending with a question, giving him a reason to text me something back, even if it was, what did you do for this weekend? wrote back to him. I was like, sure wish you were in my business this week because it has just exploded, which is true. It has exploded. Thank you to all of your help. And he texted me this morning and said, okay, this is it.
So tell me about your exploding business.
Yeah, so one of the people that I enrolled from LinkedIn, again, I literally followed the script. I just write down your script book for, it was an unhappy network marketer, and she came over, and within the first 2 days, she ranked advanced. And one of the people that she brought on within 24 hours, she ranked advanced, and they both are just calling me out of the blue this week. Oh yeah, I'm enrolling somebody else. And I asked them, do you need help? Do you need me to do anything? No, we've got it all figured out. And the original one I enrolled, she's about to rank advanced again, which is also really great for me. But I can't even keep track. I don't even know who's, it's like, so I think we just brought in like 9 or 10. I was counting up with my husband last night, 9 or 10 people they just brought into the organization within, 10 days, and which is more people than I can keep up with, they're fine. Everything is all set up for them. There's nothing for me to do, but to just be here as a support and show them, I've shared with them the scripts, what I do. I've been on the phone if they've needed me to, but it's just, it's the first time since I've been in this business that I understand what's happening with network marketing. Like you can't grow the business if you don't have people growing under you. And if you don't have a way to reach out to people who are business builders, then you're just going to be like a hamster in a hamster wheel, just enrolling people over and over. When I'm approaching people on LinkedIn, you see, I don't talk to them about the products until we've already discovered that they want to talk about the business. That's just a whole different way to do the business. It's doing the business. This is it.
You went to my boot camp, you got my courses. How did working with me one-on-one help you?
A few things. One, it helped everything go a lot faster. You and I were able to get through, what it would have probably taken me a month to go through just on my own through the boot camp. So that's one thing. But mostly I think it's helped me with the confidence, just practicing it through with you, sitting with you, watching you go through my account, talking to, helping me type out these messages, helping me figure out exactly the wording. Because now I have it in my account, so I can go through, and I do this all the time. I copy and paste a message, when there's something that's very similar or something I can use. I know what I'm doing now. Could somebody figure this out on their own by just reading through? Sure, it would take time, and that's okay. Like if you've got time, I didn't have time. I've got a fire under me. I've got a reason for building this and building this business fast. Some of you, if you're out there just kind of doing this part-time as something you enjoy, then maybe you do have time. But this is, keeping me from going back into a traditional job, and we have 3 children and we want them to go to private school. So we have a reason for working this really hard and wanting it to be incredibly successful and fast. And that's what you get from working with you, and just a lot of the hand holding. I needed that in the first few weeks. This is it's not new to talk to people, but it's just a new way. When for the last 8 months I was taught by my upline, a certain way. And I was basically vomiting information on people. And those of you out there who are doing that, you know how well that works. It doesn't. And so, yeah, you just need a little bit of time. And there have been a few times where Max has had to go into my account and, oh, what did you write, Zyla? And that's okay. And so that's what is great of having that private session, is that he can go through and really help you take a step back and breathe and figure out the right way to talk to somebody.
So, you're sitting here with confidence because you know exactly how this is going to play out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next answer.
Right.
Thank you. You've made this so fun. And I say this to people a lot. A lot of my team, when they ask why I use LinkedIn, my time is so precious, and I have very specific chunks of time that I can use to work on the business. It's mostly during my baby's nap time. And so I have to really stay focused, and I have to be able to use my time so so productively. And this gives me that chance to be proactive. You know, now I can reach out to as many people as I want. I can have the question, you know, I can have all of these conversations. It's just the way it would be if I were at a cocktail party. You have a conversation, it's not going anywhere. You just say, all right, thanks, enjoy your evening. You just walk on and that's it. And so I'm not wasting my time, their time. You know, I can have, you know, 10 to 15 of them at a time going on every day, you know, just, or if I'm in the carpool line picking up my older kids, you know, I can quickly send a quick note back and keep the conversation going. So you've just made it so I can use my time wisely and only, you know, I'm just talking to the people where it makes sense to talk to them, and I don't waste our time. So.
You don't want to waste your time. The sooner you can identify that a person's a candidate for your business, the better. So Peter, when someone sends out 69 project launch scripts in one day, do they wait for the reply from the icebreaker first? No. We're going to talk about this tonight. You use the project launch script, has nothing to do with the icebreaker. I will be back tonight at 9 o'clock for our next session of boot camp. Now, if there's anybody here, I just sent out an email. So if there's anybody here that wants to go really fast and is interested in working with me one-on-one type coaching, put your phone number in the chat and one of my staff members will reach out to you. I'm only looking to work with people that have aspirations to go to the top of their company. Or you could write to support@maxsteingart.com and type in the headline, coaching. Provide us with your phone number, contact information, and somebody on my staff will reach out to you. Until next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.